Hi. 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 Hey. Good morning. I just figured out that I think I must look like the elf on the shelf with this hat when it's like this. But I will be wearing this through the Christmas season. Good morning. Hi. Welcome to the PB&J Influence channel. I'm Jane, and this is One Question a Day, which we're almost finished with this book. I could not be happier. I'm going to ask a question from this book today, and only because this book seems to provide us with content, something to talk about. And why are we doing it? Why am I doing it? I don't know, because I'm getting on here and having you guys, sometimes if you're here and you're catching this live, you can pop in on the chat box and say good morning and have a little conversation with me about this crazy question. And why does it matter? I don't know. How often in your day do you even stop to really think about things? Now, with that being said, some of these questions really don't lend themselves to a lot of brain power. And with that being said, the real goal beyond brain power is to drop in, not just think about it, but to bring it down into the heart space and really start to feel how we feel about it. We're talking about like feeling into the question and tapping into the roots of the answers deep within you. I bet you don't do that very, very often. Most people don't, because it requires too much effort and sometimes goes into spaces that aren't really fun. Anyway, I am coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, and I do this every Monday through Friday, and sometimes I skip days. And Central Standard Time, that's Texas time, 8:18 Central Standard Time. And yeah, so here we are, and you can go back and you can catch a bunch of my other crazy videos with this, and they're not even that crazy. Some of them are good and some of them are just really boring. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, that's just the way it is, because some of these questions, like I said, are just kind of really basic. And this is whoa, I just dropped my book. Hold on. This is a journal that you are supposed to write in every night. And I'm going to read the question for today. There's a specific question for each day of the year. And the question today, which is December 12th, happy December 12th. How are you all? Time is flying. I know. Here we go. It is, what do you need most today? Now, believe it or not, that's actually the book. It's a pretty decent question for that dumb book. What do you need most today? Now, right there, here's why this book is semi-retarded. Because if you're at the end of the day writing in this book, journaling, right? That should say, what did you need the most today? And most of these questions are written in the past tense, but sometimes they write them in like the moment, in the present tense. Like we just started to do this right in this book this morning, which is great because here we are, first thing in the morning, asking this question, what do you need most today? And now that I think about it, I really love that question because I firmly believe that when you wake up in the morning, that is the best time to take a moment, no matter how you want to do it. Maybe you're just laying in bed and you're just like coming to the surface of your consciousness, right? When you wake up. I don't think we all kind of like come to consciousness in the same way in the morning. Some of us are morning people, right? And you're just like, bing, okay, I'm on, right? And other people, it takes a really long time to like enter back into your body and connect with this vessel that you're in every morning before you rev up and are really synced up with yourself and functioning well. You know what I'm talking about, right? So during this time in the morning, this is the best time because I don't know where we go at night. I mean, there's a whole another conversation right there. What happens at night? Do we actually soul travel or not? Who knows? I feel like I do. And some nights I come back absolutely exhausted from my journeys or or dreams even. Sometimes my dreams are just exhausting, and that makes me wonder if I was really out there participating in the dream in some other realm. But anyway, so you drop back into your body, and as you're waking up, you lay there and you think, this is a really good time to think. What do I need today? How do I feel right now? What is my body calling for? Where are my emotions right now? Like, how do you even wake up with emotions? You know, when people say, oh, you must have woken up on the wrong side of the bed. How in the world do you just wake up and the minute your eyes are open, you're in a pissy mood? That used to happen to me every single day. And I don't know what happened to get me into that pattern. I don't know what it was, but once I was aware of it, I realized it was happening all the time. Like, I could go to bed in a really good mood and wake up in a horrible mood. And I think it might have something to do with how many calories are in your system at the time, how hungry you might be and you don't even know you're hungry, and also your hormone flow. But regardless of why, it's a really good time to ask yourself, why do I feel like this? How do I feel already in the morning? And I know that's asking a lot of some of you. Some of you can't even you can't even ask yourself that in the middle of the day when you're wide awake. How do I feel? You can't connect to that. But I'm asking you too, because guess what? This right here, this body that you're in is your working vehicle. It's your vessel. It's your functioning tent thing, right? It's your tool. It's what your consciousness is residing inside of this thing, which is equipped with all kinds of feelings that you can tap into if you dare to. So the question is, let's try to keep this all on track. What do you need today? So in that moment, and here's another thing, maybe we can take out the word need, because it really brings in a sense of lack, like you're lacking something. And I would love to have you kind of not be in the lack mentality where you're always needing something, because when you need something, it's almost, you've already in your mind, think about it, in your mind, you've put it in a place where it's difficult to attain. If even possible, like you need $1,000, and how in the world are you ever going to get that? Like you're just not going to get that, but you need that. So now you've created this big gap, this big energy suck of need of a thing, right? I need a boyfriend, or I need a relationship. I need another person with me. The more that you need this thing, the bigger you create this vacuum thing that's like a thing you cannot see. And have you noticed that the more you believe you need that thing, the less you can get your hands on it? It's an energetic phenomenon that just messes you up. Like you really need that job. You need a really better job, but you just can't seem to find it. Well, I think if we took out the word need, or just maybe rephrase the whole sentence and said something like, that's funny. Did you hear that over there? My dog is making yakking noises like, eh. If you take out or rephrase that whole sentence, and I'm thinking about this right on the spot, you guys. What is the best thing I can offer myself today? What is the best thing? What would be the best thing for me today? Now, if it's $1,000, that's great. Is it possible that you could get $1,000? It actually is. It just never seems like it. But when you think of this thing as something that you could gift yourself, whatever it is that you need, something that you could gift yourself, aren't gifts amazing? What comes with a gift? Excellent energy, right? We all want gifts, right? It's coming up to the Christmas season where we're all giving each other gifts all the time. Why? Because we like it, not because we hate it, right? Not because it's a sucky thing. Well, Okay, because it's become commercialized, a lot of us don't like it anymore because it kind of ruined the whole thing with giving gifts, because now you have to give a gift. See that? There it is. Now it's like there's a whole new energy around it at Christmas that's just been creeping up the more it's become commercialized, right? Now it's a thing you are expected to do, and it changes the whole energy of it. But when you remove that and then you think of it purely as a gift from your heart that you want to give to someone, or something that you really want to give to yourself. I want to gift myself with, I don't know what, you pick it, whatever it is. And then look at it as something that you really, really, really want to gift to somebody else. Because it's hard to think about gifting yourself with something, because we all have little blocks about what we deserve and what we should have and all of that kind of stuff and what we're worthy of. But if you think of it as something that you cannot wait to give to somebody else, this thing that you need, right? And you're going to give it to somebody else because you love them so much and you want them to have this amazing thing that you know is just going to make their day, possibly make their week, their month, their life, whatever. It changes the whole perspective of what it is that you need. And now it becomes something that if it were a gift that you really wanted to give to somebody super, super bad, you would find a way to do it. You would find a way. You would have the power to make it come about. Or you at least would be thinking about it in very positive and creative ways of how you could manifest that thing for somebody. That's exactly how you you could look at it for yourself. That changes the whole thing of what do you need today. But what is really important, and let's just set aside the whole word need, what's really important is that you figure out what that thing is and you offer it to yourself at some point during the day. That is the beginning of self-awareness and honoring who you are and the things that this vessel would like to have to operate in a sane and centered way. Am I getting really deep and heady on you guys today or what? But this is the stuff, man. This is the stuff that can change your life if you could just take the time to think about it in a different way. Everything about self-awareness and how you are on the planet, everything that you need to have a happy human experience, a happy and successful human experience on the planet is purely a matter of how you see things and how you go about manifesting goodness in your life and how you think about it. It's all energy. Thoughts are energy. And energy, my friends, is really what runs the planet. And even if you're religious, which I was very, very, very Christian for 20 years, and I don't discount anybody's religion whatsoever. I honor everybody's religion. Whatever it is that you want to delve into is absolutely fantastic. It's all energy, though. It's all energetic thought forms about that religion. Think about it. I'm just asking you to think about it. That's all. Catch some of my other videos. Today was really, really deep. They don't always go this deep, you guys. Have a fantastic day. It was super good chatting with you all. I will be here. I may be here tomorrow. I can't promise that I will be. I might have a conflict. I may or may not see you tomorrow. Bye for now.